Cacoo is a digital collaboration platform. I'm sure you're all familiar with physical whiteboards, those that people use to collaborate in offices or schools. Think about that, but digital, without limits, and with infinite possibilities. The Cacoo platform brings teams and people together no matter where they are in the world. As long as you have an internet connection and a laptop or desktop, you can work on it. You can be in the same room with your colleagues or on a different continent. You can all work on it at the same time or on your own, whatever suits you best. Cacoo is great for all types of teams, for project managers, customer success managers, marketeers, developers, teachers, basically for anyone who loves visualizing their ideas, staying organized, and collaborating with others. Once you log into your Cacoo account, you land on the dashboard. Here we can see the recommended Cacoo templates, which can be really helpful to get started. And if you've been using Cacoo before, you will also find the recently viewed diagrams. If you want to create things from scratch and open a new board, just select Create Diagram on the top left corner of the dashboard. We'll get to this in a minute. Next to it, we'll see the templates icon, where we can access the templates library, but we'll take a look at it in a bit. In order to keep everything organized, we'll use folders located on the left side. Your private folders that only you have access to, and the shared folders where you collaborate with others. To create a new folder, you just need to click on the plus icon and name it. If you're an admin, you'll be able to invite users to be part of your Cacoo organization. On the top right-hand side, click on Invite Members, enter their email address, and assign them a role. Okay, let's go ahead and create a new board diagram. At the top, we'll be able to name our board and select the folder where we want our work to be saved. I'm choosing the shared folder I've just created since we want to collaborate with other people. On the top right, we can add collaborators by selecting the share icon, entering their name or email, and clicking on Add. So I'm going to add my colleague Melissa, Ava, and Ben. They're all part of my Cacoo org, so I just need to add their name and they'll have access to all the diagrams or boards that are created within this folder. I'd also like for all of them to have editing rights. On the left side, we'll find our tool menu, and we hover the mouse over it, we'll see the templates icon again. Let's click on it to access our templates library. We can select from flowcharts, mind maps, boards, network diagrams, and much more. But if you're looking for something more specific, for example, a concept map, you can use the search box and type in keywords like concept. Here it is. If we hover the mouse over it, we can see a preview of the template with more information about it and related templates that I can choose from. I like this one, so let's go ahead and select it. In order to move around, just scroll to the left or to the right, up or down using your fingers on the touchpad, or hold the spacebar and click and drag with your mouse. If at some point you want to go back to the original view, use the shortcut Shift+1 on your keyboard. You can also zoom in and out by sliding your fingers on your touchpad or by using the zoom tool located at the bottom of the board. One great thing about Cacoo is that each template comes with instructions on how to use it best, along with extra elements that you can drag and drop onto the board as needed. To undo any action, just click on the left arrow located at the bottom of the board. And if you want to remove the extra elements or any objects, just select them and hit the Delete key. You might notice that some elements might be locked. Notice the lock icon in each corner and won't be removed unless you select them again, right-click and select Unlock from the menu. Now hit the Delete key and they'll be gone. Great! So once you've finished your concept map, you might need to do some more work for your project, but instead of starting a new board, we can create a new sheet within the same project. Just select the Sheets icon in the top right corner if it's not already showing and click on Add Sheet. You can name your new page at the bottom. I want to create a workflow, so I'm just naming it Note that you can select the type of page you will be working on by clicking on the settings icon. By default, the free size, the limitless canvas, is already chosen, but if you click on the arrow, more options come up. For example, A4, Full HD, and many more. And you can also choose from different background color options or add in a grid. Let's take a look at how to add shapes to our board. On the left side, we have the Shapes library, useful to create your own diagrams from scratch. We have from simple boxes and arrows to network icons and specialized shapes. But for this demo, we won't be needing those, so let's focus on some of the basic shapes. Clicking once on the rectangle will place it on the canvas. We can resize it by clicking and dragging from the corners, like so. Remember, you can always zoom in. We can also move it around by clicking inside the shape and dragging it. When double clicking on the shape, you can add some text. Let's just enter step 1. Notice that you'll get a menu to edit it, like you would in any word processing software. The same way, if you select the shape instead of the text, you will get the option to edit it as well. For example, filling it with some color or changing the line style. But for now, let's leave it as it is. One of my favorite Cacoo features is how easy it is to create more shapes and connect them. If you click on any shape, you'll notice there are some grayed out circles around the shape. If we click once, we'll be able to duplicate the shape and add a connecting line. We can still move them around and they will stay connected. And remember, you can always edit them. Let's change this one to a circle. And even the lines. Let's change it. They are still connected. So I'm going to add some color to the first shape. I'll use blue and I'll change the line style as well. Now I'd like to add a title on top of this flowchart, so I'll click on the text icon in the left menu and click again wherever I want to place it. Let's type in workflow and highlight it. We select the text and remember to click on the closed eye to unlock the feature. Let's choose yellow to make it stand out. Now let's make the document more lively by adding an image or a GIF from the media library. Once we click on the media library icon, we see plenty of images and GIFs to choose from. I would like to add a rocket, so I'll use the search box and type rocket to see what comes up. Okay, I think I'll choose this one, so I'll click on it. And I will resize it. And let's move it here. Well, this is not the best workflow I've ever created, so I'll leave a sticky note to remind me to finish it later. So I'll click once on the sticky note icon. And note that you can change the color and you can make it anonymous by unchecking the Show My Name option. By the way, if you have a design that you'll use repeatedly, Cacoo lets you save it as a template. Just click on your diagram name and set the diagram name as template. Then click on Publish and it will be available for future use under your custom templates. Now let's talk about tables. Tables are perfect for organizing data and creating comparison charts. They help keep your information clean and easier to digest. Let's create a 5x5 table. Just select the table icon from the tool menu and then the number of rows and columns you'd like to have. Once you click, the table will be placed directly on your canvas. We can zoom in or resize the table like we did with shapes, and we can use the menu below to add new rows or columns. You can double click on any cell to add text or change colors. If you need to merge any cells, just select them and click on Merge Cells. The great thing about Cacoo is that it allows you to copy and paste any Excel sheet you're working on. Simply select your table, press Ctrl+C to copy it, and then Ctrl+V to paste it onto your whiteboard. We can use the editor menu to edit this other table. Easy! Whether you're managing a team, tracking a project, or organizing personal tasks, the Kanban board is a flexible and visual way to stay on top of your work. If we hover the mouse over the tool menu, we'll see the Kanban icon. When we click on it, we'll have the option to add a card or a board. We'll select the board since we can add the cards within it by clicking on Add Card twice. At the top of our board, we can add a title. So let's go ahead and type My Customers. On the right-hand side, there is a menu that allows us to add a new section or a new column. Since I'd like to have a row for each customer, I'll click on it to add a new section. Now we can name each section, for example, Customer X and Customer Y. Now let's focus on the cards. We can add a task title by clicking on Add Title, for example, Review Contract. And we can also add a description. At the bottom of the card, we'll be able to assign this task to a colleague by clicking on Add Assignee and selecting a name. And we can also leave comments to any collaborators by selecting the comments icon on the left menu. I will mention Melissa. They can reply to it, we can resolve it, and on the right-hand side in the comment section, we'll see all the comments, including the ones that have been resolved. Every time we click on a card, we'll see a menu where we can change the card's color. For example, we can use red for high priority tasks. And we can select a due date by clicking on the clock. Let's customize it. We can add a link to any document that we're using. Just paste the URL and select Apply. If you need to delete or duplicate a card, just click on the three dots showing in the menu and a second menu will pop up. Just hover the mouse over it and select whatever you need. The great thing about Cacoo's Kanban board is that you can rearrange your cards as soon as something changes. You just need to click on each card to drag it and drop it under the right column. We'll see the number of tasks we have in each column on the top right-hand side. If we hover the mouse over the number, three dots will appear, and if we click on them, we can add new columns, rename them, or move them around. The Kanban board is great to track and organize your work, and you don't even need to leave Cacoo to share your progress with your colleagues. You can use the live chat or jump on a video call just by clicking on the icons on the top right panel. Cacoo allows you to import images directly from your device, any URL, and third-party apps, including Google Drive, Dropbox, Box, VCO, among others. If you would like to export a board or a specific sheet within your board, just select the Export Print Cloud icon in the top right corner. Then click on Export. And now you can choose a format you're interested in, for example, PDF. Now you can decide if you would like to export all sheets or a specific one, for example, the concept map template. Let's click on Export to, and you will get it in one of these places. Charts are powerful for presenting data visually. You can access them by clicking on the plus icon on the menu. There are 19 different options, so you have one for everything you might need. Let's create a grouped bar chart. You'll notice that once I click on the bar icon, we'll get the chart above and a table with data below. You can edit the table by double-clicking on any cell, and every change will be reflected in the chart. You can also add more rows or columns by clicking on the plus icon. If you click anywhere on the board, the table will be removed, but you can get it back by clicking on the pencil icon in the chart menu. Next to the pencil icon, you'll find the chart settings, where you'll be able to customize the chart. And maybe you're not a fan of doing everything manually, and you prefer to import your data from a table you've previously created via Excel, CSV, or Google Drive. Just hover the mouse next to chart data on top of the table and select Import to upload your file. Have you heard of Cacoo's avatar stickers? They are personalized icons that represent team members or collaborators in your boards. Go to the plus icon in the left menu and select Avatar Stickers, where you will find all the avatars for the members of your Cacoo organization. Cacoo will create an avatar sticker automatically for each member of your Cacoo account, and if you've previously uploaded a photo to your profile, then the sticker will have your face. Once you've selected your avatar sticker, it will stick to your cursor like a stamp, so you just need to click again to place it on your board. After adding your sticker, you can close down the Avatar Stickers panel. Then you can resize it if you like. They are perfect for brainstorming sessions, org charts, or just voting on your favorite activity for the next team outing. You can also use the sticky notes reactions. You'll find them below every sticky note, and you can choose from the list of emojis whichever you like best. And if you hover the mouse over each one of them, you'll see the names of the people that voted for a specific activity. The timer is great if you want to keep track of time when you're working on your own, when you're presenting your board to other users, or when you're collaborating with others. At the bottom of the tool menu on the left, you'll find the timer icon. Click on it, and if you're working with other people, the first person to hit play will become the facilitator, controlling the timer until it is stopped. I'll just use the time that I have left to thank you for watching this presentation. Until the next one.